I think the risks are absolutely worth it, and every smart scientist I ever speak to says at some point that our only hope for the future is space exploration. However, it's my view, and it's been my view for a long time. I wrote this just 2 months ago in the FT. Space exploration for me is only doable by people who have unlimited resources, which means government money, and it's only doable when you have men and women prepared to go into space and die for their country or possibly for their own personal self-glorification. People prepared to die for their company are few and far between. And if you think now that Virgin Galactic has seen the death of 4 people, that's more than the entire Apollo program did, with hundreds of thousands of people, trillions of dollars. This is a small-scale, little experimental, fun project. And it's already been a disaster. I'm sorry to say, I hate being the boring bloke saying this is just too dangerous, but I think it is. And I'm a huge admirer of Richard Branson. I think he's a marvellous guy and a tremendous, iconic, inspirational figure. But I think he just bit off a little bit more than he can chew. And I'm afraid that he may have to pull the plug on this project, as I said he would have to just a few weeks ago. It comes down to the human element, and it needs, at this early stage, we're at the very beginning of space flight. At this early stage, it needs a military kind of culture. It needs people prepared, as I said, to die for their country. I could see a possibility for private enterprise if it were a case of just Richard looking for his own self-glorification. If he wanted to become the first privately launched man in space, yeah. But governments don't have to worry about customer approval. This project depends on customers liking it and wanting it and buying it. And I see that just today Virgin Galactic has already suspended bookings for the flights, and I strongly suspect within a few weeks.
I'm not sure if we can read too much into that, Jonathan, can we? I mean, that's probably a courtesy. A guy's died, after all. I mean, it's just on the completely unscientific measure of Sentibota, who measures tweet sentimentality. They've got some stats this morning saying 96% of tweets about the subject are neutral. Only 2% are overtly negative. And by the same, if you do the math, that's only 2% are actually positive. It doesn't appear that there's a sort of public revulsion about the alleged foolhardiness of this venture, does there?
A lot depends on not so much the broad tweeting public, but on the billionaires prepared to pay out. Now, there are other things, but I've spoken to people who've bought a ticket on Virgin Galactic. And to be honest, if I were a billionaire, I probably would have bought one as well. But what I've noticed is that every time there's a delay, and there have been delays every year since 2007, they're kind of relieved, because it's much more fun to wave about your reservation, say, yeah, I'm going into space, than it is actually to say you're going tomorrow. And it's something they actually kind of joke about at Virgin. Well, they're not joking about anything at Virgin Galactic today, but up to now that it's been a kind of a grim in joke that people don't really want to go, and they don't mind the delays at all.